welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm really glad you clicked on this video. I do hope by the end of it you'll hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back for another video. So I listened. You guys said we want an easy eyeshadow tutorial, one that we can do at home and not have any issues with. So today we're going to be using 2 brushes and 1 eyeshadow plus 1 topper to get this look here. You don't have to do the wing or put out a lash like I did, but I really think this is going to be something that you guys will enjoy. So let's get started. Okay guys, so you might hear some background noise. I apologize. If I have to, I'll go and switch to voiceover. But I was reading my comments on my latest video and you guys were like, I'm having a hard time. I'm doing what you're suggesting with eyeshadow tips, but I'm still having an issue with it. So I want to give you a super easy way to do an awesome eyeshadow look. You can grab your cream bronzer, you can grab your any type of shadow stick, anything like that, and we're just going to focus on that and a brush. This is a complex culture brush. I'm just going to dip into Patrick Ta's cream eyeshadow. And you prime your eye with whatever primer you want to prime with. And if you need to set it, go ahead and do that. Okay, we're going to switch to voiceover so you guys don't hear the puppy screaming in the background. Go ahead and once you're primed and you get that first cream shadow or shadow stick on there, you're just going to blend it in your crease pretty much all over the eye. Don't worry about the lid close to the lash line just yet. Just really get that color in there and blend it out. You can use any shadow you want. Even if you want to use a powder, that's fine. Cream sometimes to me just gives a little bit more of an oomph, I guess you could say, and it's super easy to blend out. Really take your time and put as a little bit more of the cream shadow stick, whatever you're using, or powder, and just take your time to build it. So there's no separation in pigment in the crease, in the transition area. Like I said, you really don't have to worry about close to the lash line just yet. So just take your time in blending and making sure that it's the color that you want it to be before you go ahead and move on. This is such an easy eyeshadow look that you're basically just going to add a topper, and that's what I'm showing you here. There's a couple different glitters. I have a KVD shadow stick that's a gold glitter that I could totally put all over that lid and it looked great, or I can put any one of these. I have Jaclyn's eyeshadow toppers as well, and that can go well. You only need one more brush. For that color that you place that on the lid, you're just going to do the same thing with the lower lash line, and then you're going to add a topper. Alright, here's the KVD shadow stick. There is Jaclyn's eyeshadow topper in Glassy, I believe is what it was called. It's from her recent collection. Let me get you a close-up of what I'm doing. Okay, take the shadow stick or the topper of your choice and put it on the middle of the lid. And then grab the same brush that you were using. Super easy. 2 brushes, 1 shadow, 1 topper, and blend it out. It's going to look like a nice glitter shimmer. It'll be super pretty, super easy, and you'll still look really classy. But yeah, easy, right? And then if you want, you can add liner to it. Of course, you're going to want to do mascara, definitely. You could even do an inner corner highlight if you feel like that's something you want to add extra, but really just focus on this and do it this way here, and then when you're done, you can decide if you want to add something to it. So I hope that this is super easy for you guys. This is the second brush. It's the Eyeliner Smudge brush, or the Stiffy, I call it. It is a luxy brush. I'm just going to take that same shadow I started off with and put that underneath my eye and stamp it in. Let me get you a close-up. All right, I still had a tad bit of blue on from yesterday's look. I will always take my makeup off, but I will not pull at my eye if there is something left. I just won't. So I'm just going over it, and that's it. Yes, you can even take the blending brush. It should still have a little bit of pigment on it and just swoop that. It does not matter if the glitter is on it. It doesn't. You definitely want the eye on the top of the lid to look like the same thing on the lower lash line. Okay. So I'm just blending things out. All right, I'm reaching for Becky G's liner in black, and I'm going to put that on my lower waterline. And back to black liner, and I'm loving it. I find it helpful to do the liner on the waterline after you have done the lower lash line and blended it out, so this way it doesn't disappear. I'm going in with the Hindash liquid black liner and adding a wing. You do not have to do this. This is just an extra step. And I love me some winged liner, so it's something you can do if you want, but you can totally rock this look without it. Okay, I do have videos showing you how to do winged liner, but I thought a close-up for those of you that like it, it might help. I love the felt tip liners. That is what I'm using, and you can go in and just take your time with it. I'm so used to doing a wing, but many of you are not, and I'll tell you what, it took me a minute to really get this down, so practice makes perfect. It's really all in the technique, and the only way to learn the technique is to do it. I also recommend doing your eye looks on other people. It definitely helps, and it expands your knowledge because you figure out what works and what doesn't. You can make the liner as thick as you want. It's really up to you. You are in control of what you do with your eye look, on how thick you want your liner, on how built up you want your shadow. That is all you. That is something that only you can decide. I do go in with Jacqueline's little topper just to show you that you can even gloss it up with that as well if you wanted to. Okay, grab your favorite mascara. I'm actually going to go in with Jeffree Star's mascara. I like the way that it separates my lashes, and you all know that I'm definitely going to put a lash on, but some of you have really beautiful lashes and you don't need them, and I envy you, by the way. Okay, so that was pretty easy, right? You don't have to take the extra steps that I did doing a wing and putting on a lash if you don't want to, just mascara. I'm going to go ahead and go in with Jacqueline's blush and bronzer duo. This one here is Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. And I'm going to use a fan brush for the bronzer. I'm just going to warm things up a little bit. And a great way to not put on too much is by using a fan brush. The camera should be able to pick up exactly what I'm doing, and you can see. Now, if you want to contour your nose, you can. Basically, what I do with this everyday look, I go ahead and finish up my blush. Let me grab a brush for that. And then a lip gloss. And I'm good to go. All right, let me go ahead and grab some type of gloss. Huda Beauty makes a nice balm, and I'm just going to make sure that my lips look nice and plump, and then we're good to go. So let me know, what do you think of this everyday look? Do you think this is something that you could do at home? Would you do it with the wing, without the wing? Let me know all of that down in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I am Karen, so if you're new here, it is so nice to meet you. I do hope that you will talk to me down in the comments below. And for my OGs, thank you for joining me for another video. You guys know I want your feedback, so I will see you real soon in the comment section. Bye, guys. Love you.